IHMS.
IHMS 700 series. Harari Living Room, a lively museum piece. Written by Professor Abdi Khalil, narrated by Nasab Abdi. All alone, Harari Living Room is a dynamic family institution. It is one of its kind lively museum in the world because it has dual functions. Not only it conserves a collection of artifacts and other objects of historical, cultural, artistic, or religious importance, but it also serves as a residence for a family. Today, we want to shed light on some details of amazing Harari living room, known as Gegar or Gidirgar. When the name Harar is mentioned, immediately Islam, knowledge, beauty, peace, unity, and friendly city-state of par excellence comes to mind. Almost everyone agrees and gets excited to identify himself or herself as citizen of Harar. It is a state where social engineering or unity and peace begin. In addition to such mind-soothing characteristics of Harar, visible historical facts such as architecture, basketry design, traditional attires, mosques, shrines, Islamic schools, and Harari Living Room not only made Harar UNESCO's low-rate city of peace in Ethiopia, but also the city of diversity and tolerance in Africa. As World Heritage Site, Harar unfolds many intrinsic qualities, refreshing characteristics, and divine consciousness that have contributed largely to the civilization of the Horn of Africa, including Ethiopia. Many historians around the globe have extensively written about Harar. Strikingly, they all have unanimously witnessed that Harar was a nation of par excellence, a nation of splendor of civilization, harmony of diversity, organized administration, dynamic trade, Muslim cosmopolitanism, dedicated humanitarianism, knowledge creations, and disseminations. Today, however, our focus will be on one of Harar's civilization flag. The Harari living room, known as Gidirgar or Gegar, unlike any living rooms in the Western world, the Harari living room is loaded with meaningful, insightful, and educational codes. We will explore some of the architectural features and its contents, which reflect the social characteristics of the Harari society and the contributions that shape the surrounding social institutions. Of I enter, Gegar or Gidirgar, the Harari Deluxe Living Room, a museum piece at each Harari home, a virtual library, educational and spiritual center, a multi-purpose place of relaxing, and the center for social gathering. Passing through that decorated entrance, entering this earthly paradise, takes you back to the delightful memories of all the centuries. Special architectural designs of the doors, windows, inside walls, upstairs and downstairs, decorated with Harari handicrafts, stylized with Islamic scriptures, fill you with ecstasies and admirations of the unique and richness of Harari values. Distinctive artifacts in all panoramic Harari living rooms with multi-purpose functions gloriously are viewed and used in all social and family functions. The entire wall surface, covered with basketwork and wooden bowls, small, medium, and large niches, the blood-red colored floor and the nadaba walls, catching all the oral and written histories, displaying Harari advancement and etiquettes. Do you know that the standard Harari living room, its platform is divided into 5 raised seats, signifying social hierarchy and filial piety, showing domains and privilege within the family, and communicating honors in the society. Majestically designed as sitting places, the 5 divisions of nadaba above the floor, Amir nadaba, Gidir nadaba, Sutri nadaba, Tit nadaba, and Gapti-e-Her nadaba. Amir nadaba on the side high level, a personal throne, designated sitting place for the owner of the house. Equally, Gidir nadaba, wider and larger seat at the center, as dignified sight for the elderly, the adult and the mature, for visiting scholars and learned personalities, cultivating social nobility and viability in the community. Also, Sutri nadaba, a protective comfort station as a napping and resting site for the owner and the breadwinner. Tit nadaba at middle lower level, a medium platform and sitting site for the common people, associates, the ordinary and casual visitors. Gapti-e-Her nadaba, the platform behind the main door, at the entry level of Harari living room, a sitting site for the ladies, for youth of all ages, the mantle holders and the soul of the community. Do you know that all sides of nadaba and the floor, painted red as a remembrance of historical fact, a memorial color for the martyrs, the 700 newlywed couples who were massacred in defending the sovereignty of Harar from expansionists and conquerors at the Battle of Chalenko in 1880s. Did you know that the colorful covering of nadaba with assorted colorful carpets, bisat and kalim of high angora, the lining of decorated makhadda, pillows designed with colorful flowers, placed along around the walls of nadaba, all symbolizing a perfect harmony, united hands and togetherness, respect among the family, unity in the community. Do you know that sitting on the socially engineered nadaba, looking up above the main entrance, viewing outstretched wooden logs designed to shelf decorated carpets, a number of shelved carpets, signaling the number of available virgins who have reached the legal age of marriage, ready for consented relationships to form heavenly bonded family and fulfill religious responsibility. Do you know that? Strikingly attracting many spacious and sized niches, among them Ekad Taket and Tili Taket, on the front and side walls, serving as organizing sites, displaying historical artifacts, and shelving religious manuscripts. Ekad Taket, the 2 front large niches, hollowed and shaped, resembling graves and burial chambers, showing worldly destinations, reminding us the sudden and inevitable death, and getting ready for the hereafter. All make you wonder of the advancement and the refinements of ancient times, visualizing divine laws in all Harari homes. Above the larger front niches, equally tilitakit, the three triangular small niches designed to hold small artifacts, also reminding married couples as warner in subduing any astray relationship impulses, or how to legally and religiously do the three necessary pronouncements in the unlikely separation incident, handling in peaceful manners with respect and ultimate justice, protecting the rights of the ladies, and correctly fulfilling religious duties. Do you know that? On the walls and inside the niches, displayed intricate and fine handicrafts, innovated and made genuinely by talented and artistic Harari ladies, trained by their mothers and grandmothers, or graduated from Moyagar, a cooperative life skills development center within the fortified walls of Harar. Assorted hand-woven colorful baskets known as gaymot, made from stalks and straws in all forms and shapes, with 39 geometrical patterns. 16 types of traditional gaymot can be produced artistically, as already been celebrated a lot. Among them, many mystical baskets, hamatmot, ukhatmot, sigari, muday, mihkak, aflala uffa, and other handicrafts, placed in the niches and hanging on the walls, complemented by fijan, gebeta, and aflala jars placed close to sanctum, dera, all showing intricacy and social cohesions, sending coded social messages, presenting viable information for all ages. Do you know that? Among many plate-like baskets, known as ukhatmot, are used for serving food, on nadaba as round dinner table. Having party-like gathering, togetherness at every meal, as family eatery and sharing symbols in building humanitarian generations. Fijan, decorated plates and bowls, hanging and displaced on the walls, functionally used for serving food and as mobile hand-washing sinks in promoting hygienic manners. The big wooden bowls, known as gabata, carved out from tree logs made into assorted sizes, creamed with natural grease, polished all around to strengthen and preserve its decorative and functional values. The many gabata are used for serving Harari traditional foods, uhulbat marach and shur, in the households and during big occasions, weddings and holidays, as cultural and traditional symbols. Do you know that? The baskets blend beauty and functions. They are also designed for special relations, like hamatmot, a basket named after mother-in-law, has symbolic significance as a passage during marriage. Every mother-in-law expects this basket from her daughter-in-law during the first year of marriage, and the mother-in-law carries bread for social events in this basket, denoting good terms with her daughter-in-law. Also, as decorative basket in Gidir Gar, symbolizing the number of sons that are married in the household. Do you know that? With loaded cultural and social meanings, muday, a richly decorated basket is for storing assorted items: incense, chewing gums, scarves, and jewelries. Significantly, Bishai Mudai, basket for gums, and Itan Mudai, incense basket, has symbolic roles during weddings. 3 days after Harari wedding, the bride sends 2 Bishai Mudai with chewing gums and 2 Itan Mudai filled with incense, a bottle of water, and kuhul, eye makeup, to the bridegroom's family to show the link and closeness in marriage communions. Do you know that? Mihkak, a richly decorated medium to large size basket with rounded base and foot ring, 4 leather strap handles, always says piers, decorated both sides of central wall. Also, symbolizing during weddings, as a lid for dharma darat, a food plate used to carry food by the female relatives, friends, and community members to the bride's or bridegroom's family, as a gesture of integration, excellent connections, and relations. Do you know that, as the beauty of Harari Living Room strikes you instantly, its messages penetrate you step by step. Black clay long jars, known as aflala, are used to store valuables and covered by a flala ufa basket. However, placing a flala, that is, putting the jars upside down, also signifies the lady of the house is a widow. Proceeding with history and heritage, as if part of daily life in Harar, Waram Mo Raja, spears hold their spot, keeping assorted spears, symbolizing courage and resolution, creating awareness, protection, and readiness to defend the family. Do you know that the Islamic sculptures and divine messages engraved all around the niches provide purity and spiritual elations? The central nadaba, as prayer platform, is used for daily religious obligations of peace and togetherness. The society's vitality and virtues as experienced by all for centuries. The Harari Unique Deluxe Living Room, telling a history spanning over 1,000 years. It is a visual library of the Harari society, housing unique Harari culture and traditions, documenting visible and invisible literature, serving as social engineering center, retaining knowledge and sophisticated civilizations for the coming generations. Last but not least, Harari identity is a piece of the Islamic faith. All Hararis and their descendants determined to uphold Harari values, the Islamic religion, the Harari language, and the culture, keeping their identity intact. In the past, Harar was severely attacked by invaders, expansionists, and conquerors. Also, in this era of haters and hypocritical politicians, both Hararis at home and in diaspora should tandemly be able to preserve Harari identity by joining their efforts. With perseverance and determinations, let's uphold and retain our ancestral amana. Stop political mafias, anarchists, political predators, and cultural genocide criminals who relentlessly endeavor to further dehumanize and demonize the diverse people of Ethiopia, including Hararis and the Muslims. Resilience and the oneness and unity of Hararis along with the surrounding brothers and sisters will give Hararis in the homeland a sense of confidence, togetherness, voice, and continuity. People-to-people relationships is priority 1. We must continue developing peaceful political and social movements, performing religious rites, engaging in political debates, creating music, arts, writings, as well as provide financial support for the needy and development of Harar. Let's continue sustaining substance and subsistence in all our efforts with diverse Ethiopian communities. Assalamu alaikum.
IHMS